You said that if you're a woman under the age of 33, chances are you will think I'm a monster. I can't stand the hypocrisy that defines a lot of women under the age 25. They want the world on a silver platter, but bring absolutely nothing to the table.
Yep.
Ask any woman under 25 what she wants in life or from a man, and you will find yourself a silent woman. Your words. Your
Yeah,
words.
absolutely my words. And I stand right by them, because if you ask a lot of women under the age of 20, what do you want out of life? They're going to be deer in headlights. And it's, I'm no different.
I know.
I was the same.
You know?
I didn't know what I wanted out of life.
absolutely know what
I didn't know what I
you're
wanted out of a life
Absolutely.
partner. I didn't know what I wanted out of my career. I was unsure of these things because I wasn't fully developed. Most of us are not fully developed until after 25, 26.
Now,
We
you-
haven't figured shit out yet.
You said that you're tired of women who have a victim mentality and white women tears.
Yes.
What do you mean by white women tears?
White women tears, the only reason why I use that is because that's synonymous with what the verbiage online and what young people are using. White women tears being women who victimize themselves over nothing. Example, the girl who cried, that's white women tears. She's sitting there crying because you asked her a fucking question. You asked her
what-
a
to define
simple
misogyny,
question.
and
Define
she just
misogyny.
got
And she
silent,
was just
cried,
like,
left.
like she was attacked.
She's the main victim.
Yeah, she
in the
acted,
room.
she straight up acted
Yeah,
like
but
Brian
it's
sexually
how
assaulted
you
her.
say it. It's how you said it.
Wait.
That's what matters. Is
Continue.
how
Sorry,
you said it.
repeat that.
I said she acted as if you sexually assaulted her. That's the look and the fear in her eyes in that 10-second clip that I watched. That's the look that she. If you had given her the opportunity to go to the cops to report you, she probably would have. You know, and said he made me feel unsafe. I didn't feel safe around him because he asked me a question.
Speaking of this, I've actually never revealed this on the show. You should have seen the text messages she sent me afterwards.
Oh, I want to know.
Oh my!
You
This,
mean DMs? Why did you give her your number?
Oh, I mean, it was like, the messages.
Oh, okay.
Like we do through Instagram and.
Got it.
But yeah,
Oh.
no, she sent messages after the show. Like Nick, actually, I think I showed them to Nick. I showed them to Maddie, and
Did
she
they
was being ridiculous.
Did they sound like
ridiculous.
this? You attacked me. You made me feel uncomfortable, and you humiliated
can-
me, and you
Did I-
made me
did I
feel
look
like
them up?
I wasn't important, and my opinion doesn't matter. Yes, you're
No,
right.
those are
Your opinion
usually
doesn't.
my DMs.
Those are-
not Brian. Those are my DMs.
But yeah, she was.
That's great.
Yeah, she wanted us to take the video down, but then she also demanded. Well, okay.
That's white woman tears.
So, anyways, you said you're completely against marriage before 30 and procreation in general. I'm sure Andrew has some thoughts on this, although just for the sake of time, we can't linger too long. But so you're against marriage before 30,
Right.
And you're against procreation, so having kids.
I am, and I would say that's that opinion is more reserved for this generation, for the new generation, or the zillennials
one
or whatever
bites
you want to
the
call it,
dust.
Gen Z. And the only reason why I say that is
Did
because
it fall on? Are you okay?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
Got like Tanya Harding at the table.
Oh, okay.
I'm good. Yeah.
All right. You okay? You sure?
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't like where we're headed as a society with all this, like, the best word I can use is the snowflake mentality. Like, comedy is gone. We can't be funny anymore. Comedians have a hard time being able to get up on stage and make fun of shit that everyone can relate to
Yeah,
without
it's
the fear of being canceled.
Resorted to those
Exactly.
self-deprecation jokes because you're only allowed to
Right.
talk about
Like,
yourself.
okay.
But
and,
don't
like,
you
your
think
own-
that a lot of that is because female comedians only know how to talk about their vagina and that's it?
I mean, I do have a problem with
you could
that, but
say that-
I'm not one
I
of
mean,
those.
that's like 99% of female comedians. All they do
That's
is go
not
up on
fair.
stage and talk about their vagina. No, it's fair. They're pretty bad. They're pretty
vagina
not
Amy
funny,
Schumer
and they pretty
brand.
much talk exclusively about their vagina. It's very, very odd. It's a very odd phenomenon. I
with
actually
rap
didn't
music.
believe that until I went through Netflix and started watching female comedians, and I was like, really? That's all they talk about?
All right, well, you haven't heard any of my stuff, so, to be fair.
Yeah, sure.
But,
yeah, that's fair.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. There are a lot of women who get up on stage and all they talk about is sex and, how they get men to fuck them and whatnot. it's because that's all they can relate to. That's how a lot of them are relating to as far as what they think is funny or what they find.
Yeah, but they also
Relatable
Me
to
Too'd the
others as
entire
well.
comedy industry.
What's that?
All these female comics went through and Me Too'd the entire industry. They Me Too'd everybody. I mean, if you wanna know
Comedians?
who-
Say something. How
Wait.
in the hell did Louis
they did.
C.K. get canceled?
They did. They went through and Me Too'd the whole comic
He quite literally
industry.
asked
There was a
permission.
bunch of female comics who were going around going, "Oh, I was sexually harassed by this guy, and this dude jerked off in front of me and after I consented, but blah 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 blah."
Right.
blah.
That's
After I consented,
that's
he
the
asked them. And
that's
they
the
still
shit.
canceled him.
That's the shit that bothers me, and that goes back to what I was talking about, the victim mentality. How are
Yeah, so
you?
women ruin comedy is what I'm saying. They ruined it. They're the tone policers. They're the ones who get offended. They're the ones who are always whining about everything. They're always crying
It's
about
only the women
everything.
that
they
complain?
can't take a joke. Nothing's ever funny.
What about gay
Everyone's
men?
always a victim.
yeah, thank
I don't
you.
like
That
these
part.
broad statements of saying men do this and women do that. It's just like diversity. It's
I
like,
love
feel
Bill
like
Burr.
that's
Yay,
like
diversity.
super-
See what I mean? That's the whole
Super- all
point,
this-
right?
all
The
this
whole
like-
point of why it is
He's
that
my
women
favorite.
get so offended. You can even have a conversation about general topics with them. No, it's about diversity. It's about inclusion. It's about us being friends and holding fucking hands
See,
and singing kumbaya. It's not about any of that
No,
shit.
that's, like, been the whole
Jokes are
topic of this
supposed
whole
to be
thing.
funny because they're
Listen.
a reflection of the truth of reality
Correct.
of society. That's what makes them hilarious.
Well-
Sake
Women
of time,
destroyed all of that. They destroyed it.
Sake of time, I've got to
Sorry.
move things on.